welcome to Seven Sides. I'm Kayleigh and today I'm going to be talking about babysitting. A whole bunch of the other girls are going to be doing skits, but I'm not going to do that for two reasons. Number one is because I've never actually had a babysitter, and number two is because I've never done a skit before and I'm pretty sure I'd be awful at it, so I don't want to give you guys a bad video, so I'm just going to go and tell you tips for babysitters. So I've never been babysitting. I do watch some of the kids at my church during Sunday school, so I do volunteer there and I look after the kids. Yeah, so that's how I know some of the tips that I'm about to share with you. When my parents do go out, we kind of stay with my gran. It's not like she babysits us, it's more like a fun evening with her. I don't know how to explain it, but we see her all the time, so it doesn't really count as a babysitter because we know the person really well. Okay, for a babysitter, the definition says a babysitter is someone who is paid, usually by the hour, to care for another person's children. So, yeah, you can't really classify my gran as a babysitter because we never used to pay her, but yeah, so without further ado, here are a few tips on how to be a great babysitter. Tip number one is to not try be the mother. Just don't act like the mother, because you're not, and kids don't like it when you try and be their mom because you're not their mom. So yeah. Number two is very important, because I know that I used to do this a lot, is don't let the kids try and convince you to do something that the parents told you not to do. I know as being a kid, I used to try and convince my gran to let me stay up even though I had a strict bedtime, and sometimes she let me, and that was not very good, and sometimes the parents got a little bit upset if I was still awake, and yeah. Number three is keep everything PG. They are kids after all. You don't want to be swearing, you don't want to be watching age-restricted movies, because I know that whenever I had my gran over and we were watching TV, we always wanted to watch some movie, and the one time we wanted to watch this movie that was age-restricted, I think it was like something like PG-13, and I was like 7, so I'm obviously not allowed to watch that. Even if the parents do let the child watch PG-13 movies, do not let them watch it, because they're not 13, or they're not 16, or whatever the age restriction is, they're not that age, so you don't know for sure unless the parents have told you. Just don't let the kids watch it, because yeah, you don't want the parents to get a bit upset about that, but yeah. Tip number four is to entertain them. There's nothing better than having an entertaining babysitter, so you don't want to be boring because the kids are going to be really upset by that, and just have a way of entertaining them. Maybe play some board games, let them watch some TV or do something. Don't be strict and don't be forcing them to do a whole bunch of things like chores and stuff. No kid actually likes that, so yeah, be entertaining. Number five is extremely important, is to keep the rules. I know with volunteering at my Sunday school, it's very, very important that we have to keep the rules, otherwise things could go wrong. But if you are just babysitting some kids, the parents might give you some rules and you need to keep that. So make sure you keep them, and yeah. And the last tip is also kind of important. If you are staying with the kids overnight, or the kids are busy colouring or something, you need to find a way that you're going to entertain yourself, because you don't really want to be walking around the person's house looking for things to do, like looking at all their stuff, watching their TV. Rather just bring something for you to do. Bring a book or bring your phone or something to entertain yourself, because yeah, you don't want to be sitting there bored out of your mind. And if you don't bring anything, you could always get involved in the situation. I don't know what your situation could be. They could be building forts, they could be colouring, they could be watching TV, whatever. You can get involved with that. Like, don't be afraid to act like a kid again. You're never too old to build a fort. So yeah. Okay guys, that's all my tips. I'm really sorry that it may have been kind of a boring video. But I don't want to give you a terrible video with terrible acting, because I'm terrible at acting. So to make up for it, next week's video is going to be a lot better, and I'm really excited for it. Let me know what your guesses are for the theme next week. Here's a clue. No, I feel like that gives it away. I'm actually gonna cut that out. Okay, I'm not gonna give you a clue because I feel like it's gonna be really obvious and I don't want you guys to know. You'll have to wait. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. And yeah. Oh. Okay guys, I will see you next week with a whole new video that I'm really excited for. Bye guys!